On page 78, we're now going to look at the build understanding problem. Question number 1 is, there are 8 bags of pencil top erasers for the school store. How many erasers are there if each bag has 70 erasers? 700 erasers. The directions tell us to start with a simpler number. Represent how many erasers there are if each bag contains 7 erasers. Write a multiplication equation for the basic fact that you show. Okay, so let's start with, let me use pink now. Let's start with what our equation would need to look like in order to solve the problem. Okay, if there are 8 bags of erasers and each bag has 70 erasers, in order to know how many erasers there are total, we would need to do 8 times 70 as our equation. Okay, then it also asked us up here, how many would there be if each bag had 700 erasers? So an equation to solve that would look like 8 times 700. Okay, how we can think about this in simpler terms, it says start with a simpler number. When I'm looking here, 8 times 70, 8 times 700, when we have these numbers that are multiples of 10 that we're multiplying by, it can really help us out if we think through a basic fact. So to get us started, I could think about the basic fact 8 times 7. And 8 times 7 is 56. Hope you got that right. Okay. I can use that basic fact of 8 times 7 equals 56 to help me know what 8 times 70 is and what 8 times 700 is. If you look, I have the same basic fact in those equations. 8 times 70, I start, let me erase that. 8 times 70, I start with 8 times 7, which is 56. But then I'm not just multiplying it by 7, I'm multiplying it by 7D, 7 tens. So I need to add that 0 to make it complete, 560. Same with 8 times 700. 8 times 7 again is 56. But this time I'm multiplying it by 7 hundreds, so I would need 2 more zeros. And 8 times 700 would be 5,600. That's how we can use a basic fact to help us solve more complex problems. Look down here at the bottom questions. Question A, how are 7, 70, and 700 related? Well, you can think about 70 as being 7 tens. 700 is 7 hundreds. They all have the 7 in them, and then just a different multiple of 10. Part B, how can you use the renamed numbers and basic facts to find each product? And this is just what we did in the box up above. 8 times 7 equals 56. So now let's think about it as 8 times 70. 8 times 70 is the same thing or is equal to 8 times 7 tens, which equals 56 tens, which equals 560. Eight times 7 is 56. 8 times 70 equals 8 times 7 tens, which equals 56 tens, which equals 560. That's how you would rewrite 56 tens.